was a game breaker last week, over 200 yards receiving. It's the Chiefs and the Bears on Sunday night.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gordon joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chiefs in this matchup, but with how good they have been, it's not often that we can say they come into a game truly facing a challenge, but Charles, that's the case this week.
Absolutely. What a challenge it is, because they're now coming into this one, and they don't exactly have a clear advantage, something that they usually possess in every game they play, with the way that they throw the football. I can't wait to see if they change things, if they emphasize different things than we've seen throughout this season, how they go about trying to move the ball downfield.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard to about the 33-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that, because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Well, They kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his right. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
The rushing numbers for Pollard last week. 12 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's fourth down.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. Credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
And this one is right down the middle, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be caught by Tony. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
3rd and 2. So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. working from the gun. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Play action. It's Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, during that run, an injury here. One of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second and 6. Fields. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times you know about the quarterback having to have a clock? Should the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterward. I know he's trying to make a play, but that time, he ends up drawing the flag.
Down to about the 32. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Able to shake him off. Eluding the pressure right. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And his kick is indeed good, and that will make it 6-0. So the scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
This is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Six 0 our score after one. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
And Brown's got it for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from taking the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Fields now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Dumps this one off to Algier. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Locates Mooney on the out route. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him. And really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are once again back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run it back.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that drive in total 8 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Fields on 1st down. And he'll be out right at the 35. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's Fields. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Quez Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on first down. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, now how about this return? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Mahomes now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 4 yards remain for second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mahomes now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of down. yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Run for Pollard. And some space here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down. It's going to wind up incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Jones on the return. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Off play action, Fields. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Now a handoff up the middle. Pollard. And not much room to speak of. They'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback unexpected.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's taken to the 26. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Mahomes throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot. It's not a very generous one. He needs to be about a yard or so short. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Here we go on 4th down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of 4 that time. Good enough for a Kansas City first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hold. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 78 yards on the ground for him so far. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From a yard out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. First down, and they'll start with Algier. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, it's Fields. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were... Second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
Play action. It's Fields. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down. Now it's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Well, tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down by Willie Gay.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
And this is caught. He hits more.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
They'll look to run with Algier.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Tyler Algier, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point safely through, and they will take a 7-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 7, 1:04 on the clock. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10.
Mahomes. He's got Smith-Schuster.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Mahomes.
Escaping the pressure right.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition working the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Mahomes to throw it. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for the Bears,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.